For online one-to-one music lessons with top musicians, visit BMusician.com.
Sura School Guides 2023 to 24 edition for school orders and specimen copy.
Hello and welcome to Galata Plus. In this video review, we are going to be talking about Lenin Balakrishnan's Article 21, which is a movie about the Right to Education Act. The film is well-meaning, earnest, but it is also too simplistic about delivering this message. The idea that it takes a village to get underprivileged boys into school could have made for a powerful underdog story. Instead, we are left with something that feels like a simplistic fairy tale. That's the short review. The longer review follows. It may have spoilers, so do watch at your own discretion. Now, towards the end of Lenin Balakrishnan's Article 21, Joju George makes a speech. He plays a writer and a social worker who's asked to speak at a school function, and he says something that moved me terribly. He is happy that two underprivileged boys have been admitted under the Right to Education Act, but he's also sad because it is just these two boys. There are many more such children who have been denied education because of their circumstances. Earlier, we have seen the boys being described as slum children, and they are stereotyped by a principal as violent and potential troublemakers. So the Joju George character says that even as privileged schools are getting air conditioning and smart classes, public schools are being shut down, education has become something that separates children rather than uniting them. In some ways, it's become an extension of the British policy of divide and rule. And he leaves the other students with this thought: don't give any special treatment to these two boys just because they are from the streets. Instead, integrate with them, enlighten them, and live in harmony. Had the rest of the film had the power of these simple words, it would have really been something. A message movie, but also one with a big, beating, all-inclusive heart. Instead, what we get is a very simplistic story where a good-hearted auto driver played by Aju Varghese stumbles on these boys who live in a broken-down bus and collects scrap with their mother Tamarai. The auto driver then makes it his mission to enroll these boys in a school, accompanied by Gopi Sundar's incessantly sugary music that distances us from what should have been a hard-hitting narrative. The mother and sons are Tamilian migrants, but their dialogue delivery, the pauses, the pronunciation, it's all a little off. This affects the performances and distances us even more. Lena plays the smoking, drinking Tamarai with stained teeth and a good heart. It's an A for effort performance. When her boys bring back a school bag that fell out of an auto, she doesn't look at it like something that can be sold. She finds the student's school and then goes there and returns the bag. The scene is filmed in a wide shot. So we see Tamarai being surrounded by relatively posh students, but then by her standards, pretty much everything is posh. She looks like a fish out of water, or to put it differently, the wide-angle shot reminds us that this is a pond where only privileged fish can afford to swim. But this exposure to this environment makes one of Tamarai's sons want to study, and then the auto driver comes in and he asks for favors from people to make this happen, and so on and so forth. There are small lovely scenes that show Tamarai's affection for her sons, or tell us how the family thinks of the father, or show us a list that the younger boy carries around. I won't tell you what it is, but it's very touching. These humoristic flashes are the best parts of the screenplay, which is otherwise content to paint the story in very broad, very PSA-ish strokes. There are many scenes of the boy expressing his desire to go to school, and an office filled with images of Che Guevara possibly underlines the sympathies of the filmmaker. There is a line that goes, "Every human being needs an opportunity to get ahead in life." You could change this line to, "Every human being needs an angel to get ahead in life." The steps to help the boys include mild challenges that are easily overcome, and the whole thing seems so easy that it's as though the auto driver just waved a magic wand and made it all happen. The idea that it takes a village to get two underprivileged boys into school could have made for a powerful underdog story. Instead, we are left with something that feels like a fairy tale. And that's it about Article 21. If you like this video review, do subscribe to Galata Plus, and see you soon at the movies.
For online one-to-one music lessons with top musicians, visit BMusician.com.
Sura School Guides 2023 to 24 edition for school orders and specimen copy.